y'all with another live Q&A. What's good? Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July weekend, yo. It went by pretty fast, I know. As these holidays, they always go by pretty fast. Um, clearly a lot to get into. The NBA Finals get started tomorrow. Excuse me, I'm battling a little bit of a sore throat, so y'all excuse me a little bit. The Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks will battle tomorrow in Game One of the NBA Finals. Looking forward to it, yo. It should be a pretty good one. I know some people are not, happy about this matchup because it's not the Lakers, it's not LeBron James, it's not Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, any of these guys that, we used to seeing in the NBA Finals, over the last few years or whatnot. But look, I'm going to tell you, these are two pretty good basketball teams, yo. Two pretty good basketball teams. So I'm looking forward to the matchup. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And then obviously, NFL Eagles training camp will get started in a few weeks. Looking forward to that. Major League Baseball, the All-Star teams were announced yesterday. My guys Ronald Acuna and Freddie Freeman gonna start. Ozzy Albies gonna be an alternate at second base. Shout out to Ozzy, first All-Star game, well deserved. The Braves kind of, 3.5 back behind the Mets. Still kind of up and down, but looking to get this a nice little streak going to take over in first place in the NL East. And then obviously a lot of things going on, yo. A whole lot of other things we could get into. It's it's kind of that somewhat slow period, between like the end of the NBA Finals and the start of NFL training camp. Is that period where things, get a little slow, but clearly, like I said, I'm looking forward to these NBA Finals, yo. I think it's gonna be very good, entertaining basketball. Me personally, yo, I'm gonna go with the Phoenix Suns. Nothing against Milwaukee. Obviously, I mean they swept my Heat clean out the playoffs, but I'm gonna go with the Suns, yo. I just like. I'm a big Monty Williams fan. I felt like New Orleans should have never fired him. Chris Paul has got my full respect from the way he handled the OKC situation last season, pushed that team to a fifth seed in the West. And Devin Booker, I watched Devin Booker in high school. I went to a high school game Devin Booker had in Moss Point, Mississippi when I was located out there. So, I'm looking forward to it, but I got the Suns. But clearly a lot, more and other stuff we could get into. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, once again, hope you all had a great 4th of July weekend. Looking forward to chopping it up with y'all again, man. Always enjoy these Q&As. What's up, C Cole? Apologize if I said wrong. Appreciate you tuning in. What up? What's good? Appreciate you tuning in. James Bush, what's going on, yo? Who do you think will win the finals? I got the Suns. I got the Phoenix Suns. How many games? I'm gonna say about 6. I'm gonna say, you know what? Let's just make it all the way fun. Let's just say Suns and 7. Let's just say Suns and 7, yo. Patrell Benjamin, my brother, what's good? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Suns and 6, my guy. Yeah, I like the Suns too, yo. I'm gonna go Suns and 7, but I like the Suns too, yo. I just like what they got going on right now. What's up, Sebastian Gonzalez? Appreciate you tuning in. Sub do guys Suns winning it all. Hey, that's how I feel. I'm with you. I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, Milwaukee won it. Clearly, we got to know what's up with Giannis. What's up with his whole knee situation. But I'm with y'all, yo. I got Suns and 7, yo. What's up, Jared Williams? Appreciate you tuning in. Hello, what's going on? What's your favorite rookie on the Eagles? You talking about of all or right now? We gotta go right now, I'm gonna have to go Devontae Smith. That's my first round pick, and he's expected to change the receiving core for the Eagles going forward for many years to come. So I'm hoping he end up being my favorite Eagle, at least receiver, Devontae Smith. What's good, Philly? Philly, appreciate you tuning in. Ooh, excuse me, Suns, let's go. Yeah, I got Suns too, yo. I got Suns in 7, yo. I got Suns in 6 or 7. Yeah, I'm with you. What's up, Ashton White? Appreciate you tuning in. Bucks in 7. Okay, we got a Buck, my Milwaukee Bucks believer here. That's what's up. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised, yo. Should be a lot of fun. What's up, Buck Skull Gang in the house? Appreciate you tuning in. Hello, everyone. What's going on? Glad you could make it in. Thoughts on Shakira Richardson situation? Good question, man. I was supposed to do a video about that the other day, but then some things came up. Man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, yo. I'm torn. I'm torn because on one hand, it's like, man, like she represented, bro. Like she was gonna take gold in everything, yo. She was amazing. She did a thing, man. Represented LSU, just represented African American women. She put on, man. And I'm so distraught that this went down like that. But at the same time, man, I mean, look, I know what people gonna say, well, this one did that and that one did this. But like something like I try to tell my daughters, like, we can't live life basing our decisions off of what other people have done, off of what other people have gotten away with. We got to hold accountability to ourselves. And from what I understand, you know, I get it. She dealt with tragedy and that was her way to cope with it. But at the same time, you know, she was aware that you can't do that. Like, you can't do that. And that's the thing, man. Like, she was told not to do it and she did it. So it's like, on one hand, I'm upset and I'm wishing that this didn't come to this. I would love to see her out there in the Olympics. Like I said, man, she represented LSU, African American women, the whole nine. But at the same time, you knew the rules, yo. Like you knew you couldn't do that. So it sucks. I don't like it. I wish this wasn't the case. I would really love to see her out there. But at the same time, she knew the rules, yo. That's like with any one of us, man. We knew the rules, yo. So I know a lot of people feel like, oh, well, I seen something where this person did that and that person did that, and I get that. But, you know, when we thinking about this situation, we can't get into a place where, you know, everybody could just get away with. Not granted, or is there fairness in the world? No. Do some people get away with some things more than others? Absolutely. Whether it's based on skin color, whether it's race on, you know, based on male or female, whether it's based on gay or straight, whatever American or non-American, whatever the case may be, you know, these things happen. But at the same time, she knew the rules. So I mean, I hate it. I hate it for her, but you know, that's just what it is, man. She's still young enough, so hopefully, you know, next go around, everything will be good. But great question, man. I've been supposed to, you know, touch that subject. Let's see, getting ready, emergency kit, hurricane. They got a hurricane coming in Florida? Oh boy, not good, man. Can't stand those things, yo. Too much experience with those things. Chris Paul deserves a ring. He does, yo. Like, look. I'm not gonna. I rooted for Chris Paul all the years. You know, I liked him when he was with the Hornets, when they were the Hornets at the time in New Orleans. You know, Clippers. You know, but where I got respect for Chris Paul was that when they sent him to the Oklahoma City Thunder, where that team was tanking. Like as you seen this year, they were tanking. You know, they stacking up draft picks and they're tanking. And Chris Paul went over there. He didn't pout. He didn't ask to get traded. He just went over there and did what he do. And he almost got that team to the second round of the Western Conference Finals. When he did that, I'm going to be honest with y'all, that's when I ain't going to say I didn't care for him, but that's when I was like, you know what? I got the ultimate respect for this guy because he is the ultimate professional. So then to go to this young Phoenix Sun team this year and look what they're doing right now, obviously. So, you know, when you consider all that, shout out to Chris Paul, and he definitely does deserve one. I want to see him get one, yo. Let's see. How was your 4th of July? I had s'mores and lit fireworks. To be honest, I was on bed rest, yo. I didn't really do much. I actually took my COVID-19 vaccine Saturday, so I had a little bit of side effects, and it messed with me pretty much all day yesterday. So I pretty much laid in bed. Later on that day, I kind of came downstairs with my daughters a little bit, but I mostly laid in bed, man. I was recovering from the vaccine. But glad you got to have a good time though. I have Bucks in 7. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, we seeing more Bucks predictions here. Start off with a lot of Phoenix. Now we getting some Milwaukee predictions. Let's see. This is going to be a fun NBA final. I'm looking forward to it, man. I've seen people complain, oh, it's going to be boring. It's going to be, man, look, man, if you watch these teams play in the playoffs, these are two good basketball teams. You know, two good basketball teams that got, you know, good styles. You know, the Phoenix Suns with a point guard out there, Devin Booker. I love watching Devin Booker play. You know, Chris Middleton with Milwaukee is silky smooth. You know, gets buckets. Drew Holiday, Chris Paul going at it. The former New Orleans point guards. If Giannis could get out there healthy, you know, he could obviously make an impact. You got Brook Lopez, old school big man versus new school big man DeAndre Ayton. Look, I like the matchup, yo. I like it a lot, man. And it's a lot of guys out there like Chris Paul, Devin Booker, you know, the PJ Tuckers, the Giannis, the middle. None of these guys I recall off the top of my head really even been that NBA Finals. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a whole lot of fun, yo. Do you watch hockey? No, I don't, but I am aware. Ain't the Tampa Bay Lightning was up 3-0, or did they close it out? Or did was it Montreal they playing, or did Montreal make it 3-1? Last I remember, I seen the Lightning was up 3-0, and I was laughing to myself. I said, man, Tom Brady just people don't give Tom Brady enough credit for how he turns around a whole city. Like, think about it, yo. When Tom Brady was in Boston, obviously the Patriots won their 6. You know, the Celtics won one. The Boston Bruins won at least a couple. The Red Sox won like 3 or 4 or something like that. He goes down to Tampa. Not only the Buccaneers win, the Lightning win last year. They look like they about to win again. And the Rays got to the World Series. So I was laughing. I'm like, man, wherever Tom Brady goes, yo, not only does he turn around that franchise, he turns around sports in that whole city. So I just think that's pretty funny, yo. Let's see. I'm a Raptors and Blue Jays fan. I don't watch football. Oh, don't watch football. Okay, that's interesting. Hey, that's what's up, yo. I respect that. What's thought on Bill Cosby out of jail? I mean, hey, I said Q&A, man. Y'all can ask me anything, man. Honestly, I don't really have no thoughts on that, yo. I seen it the other day. Obviously, I mean, he out. I mean, I'm not. Look, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. What else to say? I didn't really think about it. I just know he's out. I know what was being reported that he did. I know how a lot of people feel. Look, man. It's serious and it's sensitive when it gets to, you know, these type of allegations. Like, you know, but apparently Bill did these things from what I understand, you know. But I mean, hey, if the justice system felt that he deserved to be out, then I mean, let the man be out. I mean, Bill is old, you know what I'm saying? But just going forward, man, just, you know, my only thing I'm gonna really say to that is something I tell my daughters and something I tell any, you know, woman out there is, look, man, if you get get treated a certain way or taken advantage of a certain way, like, don't be afraid to speak up, yo. That's all I can say about that is don't be afraid to speak up. You know, let's nip these things in the butt. Let's get these things out the way swiftly. You know, let's not wait. You know, I'm not saying that Bill was innocent, but let's not wait 20, 30 years later. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get these things out the way immediately. Like, that's the only thing I'm gonna say to that. Not saying that Bill is right, not saying that Bill is wrong. I just don't like the whole 20, 25, 30 years later thing. You know, like, let's get these things out, you know, swiftly. And then we can handle it then as a justice system, yo. Who should the Heat trade for in the offseason? Bradley Beal, yo. Like Bradley Beal, if we trade it. Now, Kawhi is a free agent, and rumor has it that, and it's just rumor has it that Kawhi ain't that happy with the Clippers no more. Kawhi is an interesting fella. Like, Kawhi kind of comes and goes when it comes to what he want to do. So, when it come to Kawhi, now there's talk of the Lakers, which if he goes there, man, I mean, come on, bro. Come on, man. Really, but we'll see. I know a lot of people feel that same way about the Brooklyn Nets, including myself. So there's talk that he may leave the Clippers, and the Miami Heat are an option. So if he comes as a free agent, we don't have to get rid of nobody. We just add him to what we already have. And we can have a big three of Kawhi, Jimmy, and Bam. Or DeMar DeRozan is another guy that's a free agent. If we just add him to what we could add him to what we already have. Or if we don't get that, to me that would be the first. To me, the first option would be to sign Kawhi, to just sign Kawhi flat out and add him to what we have. Now, if you can't sign Kawhi, then my second option would be to try to trade for Bradley Beal. If we make a trade, Bradley Beal got to be the guy. Now, look, I love him, but, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, Precious Achiuwa, whatever it's going to take, like anybody basically, except for Jimmy and Bam. Everybody else is on the table. We may keep a couple of those guys, but obviously we're going to have to let a couple of them go. So for me, it's, you trade for Bradley Beal, obviously, without giving up Jimmy or Bam, and then if that don't really fall through, if you feel like they asking for too much or they don't really want to pull the trigger on him, then you just sign DeMar DeRozan outright. So that's what I think the top three should be on the list for Pat Riley and the Miami Heat, to do this offseason. Let's see. The Heat should trade. Let's see. He should go after Kawhi. Yeah, definitely. Kawhi Leonard should leave LA. That's the thing that I was thinking, man. Like that's the thing that I was thinking about Kawhi. She only 21. Yeah, you see, and that's the thing. Like, look, come back in a few years. 3 years actually, because the next Olympics is 3 years since we're a year back. Come back at 24 years old and do your thing, man. Like, do your thing. You're still young. You still gonna be pushing it. Keep training. Keep working hard. It's unfortunate. I don't like it. I hate that this happened to her. But at the same time, I mean, rules are rules, man. I gotta be fair, So she knew she shouldn't have done that. So, 24 years old, go out there, go sweep these gold medals, yo. Like that's just how I look at it. Keep working, keep grinding. What's going on, Jaden Gatson? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up? What's going on? What's up, Crimson Brave? Appreciate you tuning in. We just keep getting closer to college football. Yes, indeed, yo. Yes, indeed. I think we got SEC Media Day should be coming up in a couple of weeks or so. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. You're right, it's coming up. I can taste it, yo. I can taste it. Good old SEC football, man. Chris Paul effect. Yeah, I've gained a whole new respect for Chris Paul, the type of leader he is, after seeing, what he's done, not only throughout the course of his career, but especially the last couple of years, yo. Because he could have just, mailed it in, and especially at Oklahoma City situation, yo. Like, he knew he couldn't win there. It's like, but Phoenix Suns, though there was a nice up-and-coming roster, they didn't make the playoffs last year. Like, this is a team that goes from not making the playoffs to being in the NBA Finals. I just really do hope he get him one, man. What's up, Brandon Reese? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, what up, Mr. Do Guy? It would be nice if Chris Paul is able to win a title with the Suns. Yeah, I'm pulling for him, yo. I'm pulling for the Suns. Like I said, I'm a Monty Williams fan. Thought New Orleans should have never fired him. Chris Paul, obviously, the leadership that he shows, I think he deserved one. And like I've told people many times, how many years ago was this? Was this 2013? I want to say 2014, like 7 years ago. I was in Mississippi for a little while. I was in Moss Point, Mississippi, and Devin Booker was a senior McDonald's All American at Moss Point High School. So I actually went watch him play in high school. Where of course he played against little kids, where they had him playing center basically. Like he only shot 1 3 at the end of the third quarter of that game. Had like 38 points, like just off of posting up and scoring under the goal, basically. But I just got to see him in high school. So to see him back then and seeing how he is now, so that I think that's pretty cool, yo. I'm so glad the Clippers lost. Hate Patrick Beverly. Hey, I understand, yo. Like what he did to Chris Paul, yo, at the end of Game 6 was just absolutely ridiculous, yo. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, you gotta be like that was bad. I'm glad the NBA decided to suspend him to start next season, which is warranted. Like you can't talk all this trash, bump all these gums and all that, and then at the end of the day, when you can't have your way, all Chris Paul did was look at him. Now, granted, it was a look like you can't, f with me type of look, but at the same time, bro, yeah, it's competitive. It's in the heat of competition. And you gonna like push the man in the back with all that force like that, you could have hurt him. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I thought his apology was weak. I just think I never was a big fan of him anyway. All this fake tough guy stuff. Like, man, go make an impact, yo. Like I'm with you. I ain't gonna say I hate the guy, but I'm not a fan of his neither. Man, it's painful being a Yankees fan this year. Yeah, yo, I seen y'all. I actually seen that Garrett Cole got booed. Was it yesterday? It's crazy, man. Like, what's the deal with Aaron Boone, yo? Like, the old Yankees that I knew. Well, you had Joe Torre all those years when they beat my Braves in the World Series like 2 or 3 times. But I don't know, man. Maybe they gotta look a different direction, yo, because they got too much talent and too much money invested in that payroll to keep coming up short like that. Let's see. Me too. I can't stand the Clippers. Yeah, I mean Patrick Beverly, does definitely make them an unlikable team. I definitely, will say that. Also, my favorite team is the Thunder. Okay, well, you definitely know what it is we talking about when we talk about old Chris Paul going out there and making a difference, nearly getting them, into the second round of the playoffs. What's up, Vashawn T? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. What's Mr. Dugai? Why do people keep saying Hero slump this year and that he should be traded? Well, I mean, honestly, bro, he kind of did. Like, I'm gonna be honest. And not to say that he slumped, he did not live up to expectations. When you could think about where he was at in the bubble. Look, in the bubble, he looked like the second coming of like a Steph Curry or something. Not the handle, but just the ability, to score and all that. Like, he looked like an up and coming star. And he started off the year as the starting point guard. Like, he was our starting point guard. We had our own little version of the Splash Brothers. We had Tyler Hero, and Duncan Robinson in the backcourt. Like our little version of Stephen Clay. And it was too much for him, yo. And we thought that it was a foregone conclusion that he should be the starting point guard. I mean, he turned over the ball too much. He got bullied when he went up against good defensive physical guards like a Drew Holiday, for example. He just didn't play great. He had moments this season at times, but overall he did not play great, yo. Now, as far as him being traded, only for Bradley Beal. Like, I would trade him for Bradley Beal. Only for Bradley Beal. I'm not about to just trade him for anybody. Like, if we could get Bradley Beal, I would put Tyler Hero up for Bradley Beal. Like, Bradley Beal is nearly led the league in scoring, only was behind Steph. Like, the guy gets buckets. That's what this Miami Heat team need, which we thought Tyler Hero was going to give us this season. An easy bucket getter. Bradley Beal could go to the hole, finish at the rim. He could stop and pull up. He could catch and shoot. You know, he scores on all three levels. Like he's a what I call a 2-point scorer, meaning a guy that could go consistently get his own bucket. Now look, Jimmy could do that too to a certain extent, but we all know Jimmy doesn't have the best jump shot. So if Jimmy not getting all the way to the rim, you know, it's kind of you know. Now when Jimmy mid range is on, it's on. Jimmy mid range was on in the bubble, but it's not always on. So, you know, we need a guy that could come in, take the offensive load off of Jimmy and off of Bam, because those two guys really want to get after it defensively. So we could get a guy like him to come in, then that would be awesome. So look, I would love to just sign Kawhi and then we keep everybody. We did get Oladipo, but obviously that didn't work out. He got injured. So my thing is, if it's for Bradley Beal, I would trade him. Other than that, like I ain't gonna really mess with Hero at all. What's up, GD? Hey, greatly appreciate the super chat, yo. Definitely appreciate it. NFC East, 1 Dallas, 2 Washington, 3 Philly, 4 New York, new defensive coordinator, new scheme, and a healthy Dak is key for Dallas. Your thoughts? I mean, look. Like I tell Dallas fans all the time, the problem with Dallas is not talent. Like I cannot recall the last time that the Cowboys didn't have a talented roster. It's been a long time. And I know people are gonna blame Mike Nolan last year for the defense, and they figure getting Dan Quinn this year is gonna be an upgrade, and it very well may be. You know, they full of linebackers now, with Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch, and now they went and get Michael Parsons. They got my boy Jabril Cox from LSU. So there's a lot of linebackers there. Maybe Dan Quinn can make a difference when it comes to that. Dak is obviously very solid. Zeke, we're gonna see. Apparently he's in a lot of shape. Though I felt like he was kind of showing a little bit of his age, or his nutrition toward the end. He looked a little heavier running the football. But we'll see, yo. As far as we'll see. Dallas has never lacked for talent. I tell you what, they got a real chance to start 0-2, yo. Now I know it's just the beginning. They got to go to Tampa on the opening Thursday. They got to go to a young Chargers team, and then my Eagles go to Jerry World on a Monday night. So that should be a lot of fun. But it's never been a talent thing. So Dallas could either win the division, like you said, which is very, very possible. I mean, they're the most talented team in the division, or they could flank out and go 7-10 now, or 8-9-1, or 8-9 or whatever. So with them, it's all about, do they get it together? Do they get it together, yo? The talent is there, so I can't really deny them for that. What's up, Jay Steinhauer? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat. Greetings from Destin, Florida. Hope all is well with you and the kids. Hey, all is well with us, man. My kids, they upstairs doing their thing in the room. Down here talking to you guys. All is well. Hey, greatly appreciate it, yo. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it, yo. Let's see. Gotta get back to where I was. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. I think the Suns win. Yeah, I got the Suns also, yo. I hope you recover, Mr. Dugai, health as well. Yeah, I'm good now. My arm is good. My throat is still a little scratchy. My throat a little sore. So apologizing, my voice ain't fully to where it need to be. But I'm recovering, man. Glad I took this thing. But it was tough yesterday. Though. I ain't gonna lie, I was down yesterday. What's up, Ed and Chris? Appreciate you tuning in. My favorite team is 76ers. That's what's up. Hey, what y'all gonna do with Ben Simmons, yo? It's been reported that the Indiana Pacers had offered Malcolm Brogdon and a first-round pick, I want to say, for Ben Simmons. And that the 76ers reportedly turned down. So I mean, hey, what y'all think about that? Like, what y'all gonna do with that guy there, man? Cause look, clearly we know he's talented. Clearly we know he got all the tools and all this other stuff. But I mean, bro, like you got to shoot the jump shot, man. Like you can't be a grown man and not take a 15-foot jump shot. That's ridiculous. And he constantly does that to the 76ers in the playoffs. And you know, from what I know, a lot of people I know, like they're done with him. So I'm fascinated to see how that whole situation, you know, play out between Ben Simmons and the 76ers. What's up, my friend Kamru girl? Appreciate you tuning in, yo. Hello, Mr. Dugas. Eagles are disrespected by the national media. Vegas have them winning 6.5 games this season. What's your prediction? Yeah, we've been getting disrespected left and right. I mean, you got our ESPN ranked our roster 29th out of 32. Miles Sanders got ranked as the 27th ranked running back, starting running back in the NFL. Jalen Hurts was ranked as what, the 31st, I want to say, or 30th starting quarterback in the league. Like, the disrespect is real, but I'm going to tell you this, though. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now you're saying 6.5 wins. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me tell y'all something about this Eagles team. From what the vibes that I'm getting, if we could just figure out, if we could stay relatively healthy, which we know that's always a huge issue for us, if we could stay relatively healthy and this cornerback number 2 position works itself out, whether we go get Steven Nelson right before camp, whether, you know, Michael Jacquet, who I know actually took reps there in OTAs and all that, or Vontae Maddox steps up and goes back to the outside or whatever. If that cornerback number 2 position steps up, and if Jalen Hurts is at least somewhat of what we seen flashes of last season, this Eagles team could do well. You know, it could do well. Now, granted, would it be complete? No, but it could do well. If Devontae Smith comes in as advertised, like we could do very well. We got a young receiving core, a young running back that's ready to just take off, a young tight end that, you know, he's another one got to stay healthy, that has all the physical tools and the talent to be, you know, a top 10, a top 5, top 10 tight end in the NFL. You know, offensive line is one of the best in the league when healthy. Defensive line, one of the best in the league. Linebacker core should be a little better with the addition of Eric Wilson. Anthony Harris makes our safety position better. We still got Darius Slay, who is still one of the better corners in this league. So for me, it's basically all about, you know, is all about that number 2 cornerback spot. So if we could get that somewhat solidified, I think this team will be a lot better, you know, than what people anticipating. I'm looking forward to it. So as far as wins, or my prediction, you know, I think we could win 10 games. I think we could go 10-7, honestly. Patrick Beverly pushing Chris Paul was such a cowardly move. I agree. I definitely agree. Like I just thought that was just so bush league and just so whack, man. That it's just like, come on, man. Like we can't act like that. Like I'm glad the NBA took initiative and has him suspended, you know, to start next season. Patrick Beverly, you mad because someone beating you? Yeah. Like basically, Paul never told the man anything. He just looked at him, gave him that "you ain't effing with me" look, which he wasn't. The man dropped 41, and you knew you was going home. You got in your feelings. You've been clowning and talking trash all series long, and now the inevitableness hits you that your season is about to end, and then you pull some stuff like that. Like you wanted the man injured. You know, that wasn't a little pass by and a little tap like that. Like you pushed the man, you know, with complete force. So I'm glad. Like what was done had to be done, yo. Let's see. The Brady effect, yeah. The Brady effect, man. Brady taking over cities, man. Patrick Beverly always running his big mouth, always trying to start drama, get it pushed in, and gets mad and shoves somebody. What a surprise! Hate that. Hey, I understand, man. I understand, man. It was a bad look, yo. It definitely was a bad look. Come on, bro. Like that's a bad look. You can't you can't do that, man. Let's see. Patrick Beverly is a bum. Is he even that good of a player? I never see him play. He's a okay defender. I don't recall him being on an All NBA team this year or nothing like that. But his calling card is supposed to be he's this lockdown defender, which honestly, I mean, he's a good defender. I've seen him make plays at times, but I don't really see him locking down nobody like people be trying to say that, support him or whatnot. You know, uh, he got a good story. Actually, he played overseas and stuff like that. Worked hard, got himself on the NBA roster. So sorry, y'all, throat's still a little scratchy. But yeah, he's not all that basically. Did you hear the Sixers turned down trade with Indiana involving Brogdon and Simmons? Yeah, I actually had talked about it a few minutes ago. I did hear about that. Me personally, look, man. Now, obviously, I would see if I could get a little more than that. Brogdon is a decent player, but I mean, look, we all make fun of Simmons and he can't shoot and this and that. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, he is all star. Like, whenever he decides to be aggressive, he does score 14, 15, 16 points a game. He is a talent. He is a almost one defensive player of the year. So I'm not gonna just give him away for a decent player in a first round pick. Like, if I'm the 76ers, I feel like I should get a little more than that out of the deal. I'm not gonna lie. What's up, Trey Lorenzo? Appreciate you tuning in. I traded my Sixers gear for the Warriors. Hey, I get it, man. I understand the frustration, yo. I definitely understand the frustration, yo. Where my throat, y'all. Y'all please forgive me. Simmons to Heat. No, no, sir. No, sir. I don't want Simmons on the Heat. He don't fit. He don't fit. Like, we need somebody that's gonna go out there and shoot the ball. Like, we need scoring. Like, jump shot scoring with Jimmy's, lack of a consistent jumper, and Bam's ability is still kind of raw offensively, still doesn't really trust his mid-range jumper like that. We need somebody that's gonna come in there and get easy buckets. So Ben Simmons is definitely not the answer to what we got going on. What's up, Avery Ave Miles? Appreciate you tuning in. And to think that Brady could have been a Saint. Yeah, if Drew would have retired, like if Drew would have retired, a year sooner than if Drew would have retired a year sooner, then yeah, Brady looks like Brady would have been a Saint, yo. Definitely. That's what was said. Let's see. Ben Simmons to the Wizards. Man, we gonna see, man. He gotta at least go for a decent player, man. Like, and not to say Brogdon not decent. He gotta at least go for a guy that has all-star potential. Like, I mean, we gotta be somewhat fair to him. I know we just want to trade him away, for a bag of Skittles, but like we gotta be somewhat respectful of the things that at least he's capable, of doing. Kawhi back to Raptors. I'm not gonna lie, man. I said it when all this free agency stuff was happening. I said it back then. If I'm Kawhi, like I'm not turning down a country. Like, look, LA is nice, home. I could go visit home whenever I want, man. Like, we got a whole off season. I could spend my whole off season in LA, yo, seeing my family, my friends. Like, I could fly them up. I got enough money. I could fly. They could come stay with me in Canada. You know, I could go back there all off season whenever I feel like it. Like, you don't necessarily have to go play in LA, yo. Like, if I wasn't giving up a country. Like the whole country of Canada had loved Kawhi. You won a championship there, yo. You won a championship there. Like, oh, this guy just hit a grand slam for Tampa Bay. Speaking of Tampa Bay, I wasn't leaving that. That's just me though. Look, wherever I'm from, I love it. But at the same time, if I'm doing good where I'm at and I'm happy, and I still could go home and visit, and the people that are home, I could bring them to where I'm at. Like, no, man. Like, that's just me, yo. I don't know his personal situation, obviously, but all I'm saying is, whoever it is, yo, you make enough money to where you could take them from California and move them with you in Canada. Like, Toronto would have let you been there as long as you wanted to be there. Like, you was the king of that country. That's just me, though. I wouldn't have walked away from that situation. Uh, let's see. DK Metcalf and Justin Jefferson should be an Eagle. Howard some trash. Yeah, at least one of them. I know if we would have got one, we probably wouldn't have got the other one, but at least one of them, yo. Like we definitely should have had DK. Like second round, DK is on the board, and you take Ortega White. Like, yeah, that's bad. Like that's definitely bad. And like you said, last year, Ray, though we gonna see what's up with Rager, man. Rager got some potential. I don't think he's as good as Jefferson, but let's see if he at least could be good enough, to at least make this wide receiving core better. If he could make some plays within this system. Apparently, Sirianni has discussed you're gonna see Jalen Rager playing a lot more in the slot this season than he's done, last year under the last regime. So, definitely one of them should have been an Eagle. And don't get me, I'm trying to be nice since the new season is starting, but trust me, don't get me started on these Howie Roseman rants. I got enough for them for days, yo. I hope Lillard leaves Portland and goes somewhere he can realistically win a title. Yeah, the thing with Lillard though is Lillard doesn't want to leave. Like Lillard is one of those guys that believes, he has that old school mindset. Now, granted, things could change. Like different circumstances, brings different mindsets, different results. So it may get to a point where Portland just be like, you know what, you've been so loyal to us. I know you don't want to leave here, but we're gonna send you to this contending team because we know we're not gonna contend like that soon. So it may be a situation like that. But Lillard is one of those guys that believes that I could turn things around on my own. Like I don't have to go nowhere, and join somebody to win. Like wherever I'm at, I could get this thing turned around. I could, turn this team into a contender. That's the type of guy he is, yo. So, that's gonna be a little tough to see that if him leave, but we'll see. Over time things change and people's minds change. My Lakers are getting either Bill, Lillard, or Kawhi. I hope not because I just know that means that the rest of the league is pretty much done. Like, unless there's injury, it's going to be a Brooklyn Lakers finals next year, unless we have injuries again like we had this year. But I must say, I don't disagree with you. I do feel like the Lakers are going to get somebody. Who I don't know, but I'm hoping it's not Bill because I'm hoping my Miami Heat get him. I hope it is not Kawhi because I hope, well, whatever. I hope we get one of them. Y'all may get one of them, we may get the other one. But yeah, I actually agree with you. I do think the Lakers are going to end up with somebody. Let's see. When is the baseball all star game? Next Tuesday. Next Tuesday will be the MLB All Star game. I hope Damian Lillard come to be a 76ers. Damian Lillard and Joel Embiid would be deadly. I mean, would Portland want Ben Simmons back? Like, now that's obviously that's a good player that the 76ers could get back for Ben Simmons. I would trade Simmons for Lillard in a heartbeat. But would the Portland Trailblazers think that that's enough for Dame Lillard? A guy that obviously could drop 50 on you at any moment. So that's the thing. But yeah, if I'm a 76er fan, definitely. Hey, y'all take Ben Simmons. Like, let me get Lillard, yo. Dame Lillard wants out of Portland. I predicted the 76ers and Nets to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they both got eliminated. Yeah, I mean, that's what it was looking like, yo. That definitely was looking like that was going to be the Eastern Conference Finals. But, with the 76ers, Ben Simmons shrunk in the moment, and the Brooklyn Nets, let's call it what it is, they were injured. So they didn't get it done. But, I gotta say, man, I know a lot of people, I'm not gonna say a lot, but I know there's some people that's not, you know, thrilled about this NBA Finals matchup. I'm one of them that actually enjoy. I actually like it. I think it's good. I mean, these two teams, did what it takes to get here. They Bucks had to win a grueling Game 7 on the road against the Brooklyn Nets. Though they were shorthanded, it still was tough for them to win that game. The Phoenix Suns had to go to LA and knock off the Clippers. They had to, come from down 2-1, had to go to LA, and though Anthony Davis was banged up, they had to take care of the Lakers. So I mean, these teams, they earn their keep, yo. So I'm cool with it, man. I actually think it's gonna be a very, 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 very fun NBA Finals. Lots of people got Georgia winning the SEC this year. It's honestly unacceptable if they don't unless it's a close loss to Bama. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like Georgia, man, with the talent they got coming back. Clearly Florida has lost. They definitely should come out the East unless they are really banged up or whatever. They lost George Pickens, but they got our guy from LSU, Eric Gilbert, and apparently Georgia moving him to wide receiver from tight end. Obviously, like they said, they got a whole lot of talent there. Florida lost a lot of players from that team last year. Tennessee is not quite ready yet. Kentucky is not quite ready yet. They got the defense. They just can't really score consistently, like that. And so they definitely should be in the SEC championship game. So we'll see, man. They did win the SEC a few years ago. They lost to Bama in the championship game on Devontae Smith, who is my guy now. Like, who I could call Devontae Smith my guy now since he's an Eagle. Since he caught that game-winning touchdown pass, in the championship game, which, interesting enough, man, Eagles, Falcons week 1 in Atlanta, man. That should be a lot of fun. And look, I'm trying to go to that game, yo. I'm definitely trying to be in the building for that. Braves are up 1-0 versus Pirates. Yeah, I'm actually checking it out right here. I see it's the second inning, I want to say. I'm actually checking it out here. Post game, I've been kind of slacking with my Braves content lately. I told myself today I'm gonna get back on my Braves. I may not be able to get them every game, but I'm at least try to get cover most of the games. So I'm gonna have a Braves Pirates post game video tonight on the channel. But I do see that they got a 1-0 lead early on in Pittsburgh. Clemson, Florida, going to beat Georgia. Clemson could get them. I don't know about Florida, yo. I think Florida just lost a whole lot. Like, Florida lost a lot. No Kyle Trask, no Kyle Pitts. They lost a lot of that firepower they had last season. Most Georgia fans probably expect to win the national title this year. I believe it when I see it. Oh, I mean, I'm the same way. Like, I know they expect it to be good, but at the same time, I mean, you got to go do it. Like, you only could cry wolf for so long. At some point, you actually got to go do it, yo. Who do you think the Raptors can get? Good question, man. Obviously, I never really. I gotta pay a little more attention to their situation. I didn't really check out their situation as far as who's free agents and all that other stuff yet. To be honest with you, but what the Raptors gotta do, in my opinion, is they gotta decide: are they still gonna make a run in the East, or they're gonna start rebuilding? That's the decision that they have to make, because they gave away Norm Powell to the Trailblazers. There was a lot of talks about Kyle Lowry going with either my Heat or the Lakers or whatever. So, what they got to do is decide, which direction they want to go. Like, Me personally, if I was Toronto, I would start trying to build around Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam. That would be my two mainstays, that I would build a team. I would let Kyle Lowry go. Like, I would send Kyle Lowry to, the Lakers, the Heat, wherever, somewhere that needs a veteran point guard. And I would send Kyle Lowry there and start focusing on Van Vliet and Siakam and start building my team, around that potential dynamic duo. All right, y'all. I got like 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna try to get the people that I didn't get to yet. I apologize. Let's see. Let's see. What's up, Matthew? Young. I apologize if I said it wrong. Appreciate you tuning in. How do you think Derek Stingley will do? I think he gonna do amazing. Like, honestly, it's the money year. Like, for Derek Stingley's standards, I don't think last year was a great year for him. Uh, Clearly he's still projected to be the number one corner taken off the board easily. If you look at all the NFL draft experts and all that, he's projected to go top 10, if not top 5, first cornerback taken. But to his standards, I don't think he had a great year. You know, I think this year I went to the LSU spring game. I watched him. Him and Keishawn Butte had a really nice battle. Butte got him on 102, where he went up and made a play on him. But Stingley went out there and just looked every bit of a shutdown corner as a shutdown corner could look. I'm excited to see what LSU could do, yo. I'm excited. To me, the biggest concern of his team is the offensive line. Then we lost Darren Rosenthal. I know, we got guys ready to step in and fill in that left tackle spot, but he was probably our best offensive lineman. And he entered the transfer portal, have a lot of personal things going on with him, apparently, So it's the offensive line because you got to open up holes for the running backs. You got to protect the quarterback. LSU has a plethora of wide receivers. LSU defensively, I think, should be much better than it was last season. So for me, I think Derek Stingley is going to be great because, this is money year. Like, this is the money year. This is the year that, he secures the bag. So I think he's going to do very, very well, yo. Let's see who else I didn't get to. What's up, Malik Savage? Appreciate you tuning in. Go Washington. You talking about football team? Fly Eagles, fly. Let's see. What's up, Zadex EE? Appreciate you tuning in. What up, Dugas? What's going on? Glad you can make it in. What's up, Florida boy? Appreciate you tuning in. Buccaneers about to go back to back. Yeah, man, look, I don't see why not. Like, obviously it's hard to do. Obviously, teams get better, players may not perform as they did the previous year, but on paper, like, I'd have to agree with you. Tampa does look like they'll go back to back on paper, right? Which is all we could go off of right now. Let's see. What's up, Eli? Appreciate you tuning in. Who do you think my Rockets will get in the draft? I think they're gonna end up with that guy. What's his name? Mosley. The guy from USC, man. I can't believe I missed his last name already. The guy from USC that got the brother that played with him, the tall big man. Because it looked like Cade Cunningham gonna end up with the Pistons. So if I'm Houston, I think they're gonna end up with the big guy, Mobley. I think his name is from USC. Which he's a really good player. I like him a lot. What's up, Mary Martell, my friend? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, Dugas, what's going on? Glad you could make it into the live. What's up, D man? Appreciate you tuning in. I've been waiting to ask you this question. Have you had the internalize your feelings now that Smitty is done being the thorn in your side? How is it really going to feel to actually cheer for him? And will you get a jersey? Ah, man, that last one is a good question. Let me tell you why that's a good question. I'm trying to go, like I've mentioned before, I'm trying to go to that Eagles Falcons week 1 game in Atlanta. And obviously, well, it's not behind me, but I have my Brian Dawkins jersey, obviously. But I told myself, man, a T-shirt ain't good enough. Like I feel like I gotta wear a jersey, this season. And I had my Wentz jersey, and obviously we all know what happened with Carson Wentz. I was really considering getting a Devontae Smith jersey. I must say, I never said it out loud, but I was considering that because I was like, what Eagle player jersey should I get? With Hurts, I want to get Hurts, but then it's like, I want one right now, and we're not sure that he's gonna come out and really take heed of being a franchise guy. And that's just me being honest. So Devontae Smith, first round pick, wide receiver that's supposed to change the wide receiver core. I just may do that, yo. And yes, I am so glad he's away from Alabama because he has absolutely been a thorn in LSU's side. Now I could cheer for him not only as a player for the Eagle, but also as a player for the Eagles. Because look, I'm not going to I know it's going to sound crazy to the Bama fans, but I'm going to keep it real. By him being with my Eagles, I don't know. I'm not going to look at him as former Alabama Crimson Tide wide receiver Devontae Smith. I'm going to look at him as Louisiana native, meet Louisiana native Devontae Smith. So from now on, he's no longer Alabama. Like he's from Louisiana. So that's the thing that I'm going to put in my head to make everything work out mentally for me. Let's see. What's up, LMA, the Truth Hurts. Appreciate you tuning in. Excuse me. Mr. Dugas, who you think winning the NBA Finals? I got Suns in 7. Oh, what's up, Chico NBA? Greatly appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. What up, Mr. Dugas? What's going on, yo? Definitely glad. Thank you for the super chat. Oh man, D-Man, what's going there? Thank you so much, bro, for the super chat. Thank you so much. And good question, by the way, because I really was thinking about that. Thanks, bro. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for that, yo. Let's see. Got a couple of minutes. Start from bottom and work my way back up. Excuse me. Who is the NFL's hardest hitting linebacker and safety in your lifetime? Let's see. In my lifetime, linebacker. Man, Ray Lewis had laid some lumber on some people, man. I must say, I'm going to go Ray Lewis. And safety, man, I mean, I got to go with my guy, yo. I got to go with Weapon X. I got to go with my guy, Brian Dawkins, yo. The way he just laid the lumber on people. And, like, I remember when we played the Giants in that playoff game when he had a play when he jumped on the guy like that and grabbed him down. That was pretty exciting to see. So I'm gonna go with excuse me. I'm gonna go with Brian Dawkins for me personally. Ronnie Lott. Yeah, Ronnie Lott obviously was a great one, yo. He was actually honestly he was a much bigger hitter than Brian Dawkins, to be honest with you. But Ronnie Lott was a big time, safety as well. And also, the safety position is a position I really like, yo. That's a position that, they could have such an impact on a game. Come down and support the run, could blitz the quarterback, could intercept passes. They have such a, and I know linebackers could do the same, but safeties, is a position that I just think is pretty cool, yo. But all right, y'all, man, that's it for tonight. Greatly appreciate y'all tuning into the live. Thank y'all so much. Lord willing, be with me again Thursday night, same time, same place. I'm gonna have another live Q&A. Exactly same time, yo. I'll remind everybody on my page earlier that day, but come back Thursday same time to have another Q&A. We'll be prepared for game 2 of the NBA Finals, and we'll know who won game 1, and obviously see if any other type of news broke over these couple of days. Thank y'all once again for tuning in. Appreciate it so much. Stay tuned for the videos I'm gonna put out the next few days, and talk to y'all again Thursday night, yo. Until then, y'all have a blessed one.